Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at this LED projector effect. Now this is by a company called Aiderly, or maybe it's Aiderly, I'm not sure, but they have an Amazon store, and I will put a link to that in the description of this video below. And if you go through that link and enter the promo code that I will also link in the description, you'll save an additional 5% off. But it is, again, available at Amazon. They were kind enough to send me this sample to demo with you together. I did tell them I'd be happy to do a review of their product, but I was going to do it honestly. So we're going to take a look at it together and see if this is a good product or not. Now, offhand, the box makes it look very Christmassy. It has an LED snowfall. In fact, that's what it's called. It's LED snowfall animated light, but it does more than just Christmas. It has, as you can see on the back of the box, 8 different projection effects, including Christmas, and there's Halloween and Easter and some other generic effects that we're going to take a look at as well. And not only does it have a projection effect, it has a snowfall mode where it will also project snow. It has a music player, a built-in timer with automatic daily circulation, and a cord that should reach up to, I think it's like 19 feet or something. Yeah, 19 feet cord, so that's handy. But anyway, let's actually take a look at their Amazon page, because you know the box doesn't quite do it justice according to what it looks like on the Amazon page. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here is the page on Amazon. Now, as you can see, this is an Amazon's Choice product. I don't know what that means, but offhand it looks good. And we can see here that they have 4 out of 5 stars given 14 customer reviews, so that's pretty good. Now, one thing that I was concerned about when I see these LED effects and I see that they have groups of 4 like they show here, I immediately think that that is going to be like a whirling effect and it's just going to swirl. But that's actually not the case. It actually is. Let's see if we can find another picture here. These pictures here are heavily photoshopped, it looks like. We'll come back to these in a moment. Here's a quick video, I guess. Let's see. So it's got these animated patterns that kind of alternate. It's not a swirling, whirling effect like the Whirl of Motion pictures. But we're going to test this out in person here in a bit. But what do these other pictures show? So it has a couple of installation options. We can see here you have an option to use it inside, so it's got a flat base if you want to project it on something. And then it also has a stake option, so if you're going to use it outside, you can stake it down. Over here in the description, you can see it has a snowfall effect with 8 animated patterns. And it does say here that all of the patterns sort of shift one by one, just like animations. Well, it might not look exactly like an animation, but we'll check that out here in a moment. It has a music function that you can either have on or off, and it looks interesting here that it supports TF card in MP3 format. That's a little bit beyond me, but apparently you can add your own music if you like, which is pretty cool. You've got your wireless remote control, large coverage area. It says you need to put this 16 to 19 feet back, and hopefully that can light up your whole front of your house. And just as we scroll down, let's see, some interesting pictures here. Now there are several different ones of these online. Again, this one you can get a discount if you use my link below, but it retails for $42.99. And just scrolling around, there's got some questions here. Can you play your own music? Yes, you can. Can you turn off the music? Yes, you can. Can you buy extra slides? Doesn't look like it. Will it work indoor and outdoor? Yes, we saw that there is a base for each type, however you want to do it. All right, does it come with music already stored, or do you have to put your own on? It comes with Christmas music, but you will need to store Halloween music on it, or it will play Christmas music for Halloween. Ooh, interesting. All right. Is there a setting that the patterns don't move or always rotating? It's always rotating, but you can freeze the pattern with the button pause. There are 3 light mode patterns: snowfall, pattern only, or snowfall only. You can change the speed of the pattern in snowfall with the remote control. That's nice. How do you download music? There's some instructions. Do you have to connect the device to speakers? No, they're built in. Right, here's some interesting pictures from other customers. Like that's one of the Halloween images. It looks like it also has some snow on here though. So not sure how I feel about that, but here's one of the Christmas ones where you've got your Christmas image with the snowflakes. And then just the reviews here, as you can see, 72% are 5-star reviews, so that's promising. It actually looks like a pretty neat projector. Back up at the top again here is the wireless controller picture. As you can see, it's got the timers that you can set, so you can go 2, 4, or 6 hours, and then it'll cycle off. It'll play for that amount of time and then cycle off for the rest of the day and start again the next day. I love that function. Enough about the theory. Let's just go ahead and open this up and see how it works in person. All right, you open the box here. We have a user manual. Looks pretty thorough. Several pages. Looks nicely constructed. All right, there's the tabletop base apparently, the stake base. A couple of slides. They come in this protective pouch here. And let's see, yep, looks like there are 8 of them. Fun little slides. We'll take a look at these all in turn. All right, just gonna close this back up. All right, here is the unit. It is actually much chunkier than I thought it was gonna be. The pictures make it look very small and narrow, but it's got a substantial presence to it, we'll say. It's not heavy, I mean, it's very light, so hopefully it will hold up in the weather. You do have to connect the power adapter to the plug here. Whoops. All right, try this again. Just push it together and twist this little cap piece on. Now, I really thought it might have been a typo that it was a 19-foot cord, but I'm guessing this is accurate. This is a long cord, which is great. So you're not going to really need to use extension cords. So I really like that fact. And we've got this little bag here that has what appears to be the connector piece that you're going to use to connect this either to the stake or the base, with a little knob and then a little thumb drive so we can put our music, or you can't change the image, but you can change the music using the thumb drive. So I'm actually kind of impressed that it comes with all of this stuff. But let me go ahead and put this base connector on here real quick so we can plug it in. Assembly was very quick, very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, and let's see how it works inside. I should probably make sure that remote control here is ready to go. Just pull it out. There's a little battery tab that we need to pull out to make sure the battery works, maybe. You know what? You know, one of my biggest complaints with Halloween products, at least, is you have to unscrew the battery compartment. That's not the case with this. The battery compartment just pops right off, which I love. I guess that's typical of remote controls though, huh? All right, so the remote should work. Let me go ahead, plug this in. Let's see what happens. All right. Ooh, all right. Now, so offhand, there's the music. Let me see, how do we turn off the music? I actually kind of like the music. It's very festive, but I just turned it down. Now let's see. They do this little bass piece that we had to kind of put together allows it to, you know, adjust to whatever angle you need it to be. So that's pretty handy. But there we can see, wow, it looks like the snow coming down. One of the reviews that I kind of glanced at on the Amazon page was that people really like this projector because the effect is very bright. And you know, one of my biggest complaints with a lot of these projectors is that when it's even a little bit light out, you can't see it. But it appears that this is not going to be a problem with this effect. Even here in the lit room, you can see this really well, so I'm very impressed with that. All All right, before we move on, I was glancing through the instructions just a little bit, but more so, I was just playing with the remote control, which is very intuitive. There's a power button, but I'm not sure what the difference is between the power button or just hitting this light button, but the light button actually controls the effect as well. One of the things I was about to complain about was that when you see the snowfall effect, is it had this white round thing, which I think when we put the slide in there, that's where it's going to animate. And I was like, ugh, does that go away? Well, it does. You can have it just the snowfall effect, or you can have it just the effect, or you can have it the effect with the snowfall. So again, very easy and intuitive just by pressing the light button. But let's go ahead and throw a slide in there and see how it looks. Now you do have to, I think it looks like you got to unscrew the bottom here. There are two sort of screws that hold the slide into place. So maybe we can get away with only unscrewing one. Let's see what happens. No, I think you got to take them both out. Not a fan of that. That's a lot of work there. So let's go ahead and put a slide in. I don't know which one this is. We'll find out here in a moment. I'm not going to put this in, but this is actually, this little piece that I just unscrewed holds the slide into place. But for our purposes right now, I think it'll hold without putting that back in. So there's Snowfall. Here is just the animated. This is the Halloween one, and it looks like it says Halloween. Halloween. And there it is with snow. I'm not sure why you'd want a Halloween dancing skeleton with snow, but if you wanted it, there you could have it. But again, you can have it just Halloween, which would be a fun little projection if you wanted to project it, on your house somewhere. One thing I'm noticing is that there's no real way to adjust the clarity of it. I mean, it's a little blurry, but it's really close here. Again, it's an effect that's meant to be a little bit farther back. Let's go ahead and change out that slide and see what the others look like. I wonder if you can put it in the other way too. All right, so it's not reversible. The slides only go in one direction, so that's pretty good. All right, here's another one. That's the ghost. He's kind of cute. I like how all four images are different, so it does actually kind of give a little bit of an animated feel to it. Here's a dancing Easter bunny. A cute little snowman. A galloping unicorn. A walking Santa Claus. Santa riding in his sleigh. And lastly, we have this Merry Christmas sign with a dancing Santa and snowman playing guitar. I guess Santa's playing the drums too. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like with the snow effect as well. So, there we go. That is actually kind of fun. I really like it. Okay, one neat effect is you can actually increase or decrease the speed of the snowfall. So here I'm going to just press it to make it go faster. Let's see how fast we can get it to go. I think that's probably about as fast as it goes. Then we can make it go slower. Oh, till it stops. Guess we don't want it stopped. So there's the slow speed. I like it. All right, next up, oh, interesting, okay. You can also increase or decrease the speed of the animation. Whoops, so you want to point the remote at the device. So let's slow it down until it stops. Maybe if it will. I don't think it will, but that's as slow as it goes. Which actually makes it a little clearer, a little more easy to read. Let's see how fast it'll go. Because yeah, you don't want it doing that. I think that's going a little too jumbo fast. So slow speed animation with the gentle snowfall, snowflakes. Actually, I kind of like the snowflakes a little faster. It's fun. You can play around with it. It does a lot of whatever you want. So the next couple of functions, I'm not entirely clear what the instructions mean. So here, this function that I just pressed is called Patterns Display Separately. Oh, okay, so if you like one particular image, you can leave it on that image. You don't have to have it rotating. It looks like they thought of everything with this. This is pretty cool. And then you can also have a patterns flash mode, which is fast, medium, or slow. I'm not sure what that means, but oh, blinking. Okay, so you can have a blink. I guess that was fast. That's probably medium, and this is slow. And then there's the timer functions I talked about, which I'm not going to press because we're not going to wait hours for that to work. I don't like the blinking. I liked it better when it's rotating, but I like it slow rotating with the snow. The only thing left we have to try is the music. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the music back up. It's just sort of generic Christmas music. Let's go ahead and take this outside and see how it looks against the house. I'm actually pretty impressed with how good this looked outside. Now, I did put the entire cord length, which is about 19 feet, away from the garage and just projected it on the side of my house, and it has a good amount of coverage and it is bright. So I am quite confident if I were displaying this in the front of my house that you'd clearly be able to see it from the street. And the great thing too is, it's got this music you can turn on and off, and it gets pretty loud. I couldn't play it really in the video because my neighbor decided 8 o'clock at night in complete darkness was a great time to start cutting down trees, and there's chainsaw noises in the background. But trust me, the sound gets very loud, and it's actually pretty clear when it's loud. So that's just impressive in and of itself. I actually think, now again, this product was given to me, but I told them I was going to do an honest review, and I was totally expecting this thing to be, not that great, because you can pay $40 for, a Gemmy projector that, I'm not a fan of Gemmy. I found that, some of their projectors die on me very easily, and you don't get a lot for what you pay for. You can easily spend $40 on one of those, have a simple projector effect, and it's, not going to do much for you. This has so many different functions. I am so impressed with it. I had fully intended on doing a giveaway and just giving this away because I didn't honestly think I was going to use it, but I've completely changed my mind. I am totally going to use this outside my house. I absolutely adore this snow falling effect, and just the fact that I can do it, by itself or with any of these projectors makes it, to me, a fabulous prop. So highly recommend it. Again, if you are interested in purchasing it, check out the link below, use the code to get the 5% discount. Let me know if you do purchase it, and let me know in the comments below too what you think. Which projection effect did you like the best? I look forward to hearing from you, and that'll do it for today. Until next time, guys, take care and happy holidays.